Hello, good evening, and welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. It's time for you to join in with the family.
There we go. There is.
Stan, where'd you put these? When you came back.
Did you see them?
No, where are they?
Should be right there on the counter. Oh, they're in my pocket. Here you go. They're in my pocket.
Jurassic Park!
Jurassic Park. Jurassic. What is your uncle?
You got a nice spider.
Give me a high five.
I have more noodles if you want more, okay?
These are my little nephews. Look at them say hello. Say hi. Lima, say hi. Hi. Hi.
Take some pictures of that, Marco.
Hi.
Pictures of Look open this to this kind of
That sounds like me.
Hi.
Hi.
Golden! That's special for you, Fancy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Uh-oh, you know it's special when you bring out the gold.
Liam, want
Princess
some corn?
house. I'll go and everything.
That's Snapchat?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't exactly
It's
know.
stuff that expires, so you don't gotta worry about it being on your page.
Oh. But you put it on and it...
It'll last for it. If you want it on the wall, then it'll be all day. But if you want just to selected people, when they look at it, then it's gone for life. And if they screenshot it, then it tells you who screenshot your stuff, like who's being a creepy or whatever.
You sent me one the other day about some girl who was on it, and then her boyfriend's friend was screenshotting her pictures. So she's like, should I confront him?
Well, you should know that they're doing that, you know. But at that point, like girls, I guess you're supposed to be like, well, you know that person's screenshot, so why am I gonna send
This is
something?
over here on the
Well,
side.
this
That's
is-
not touching it. That was for
a lot of
the
people didn't know, I
See,
guess.
there's nothing in there. There's no corn. Use your spoon, Gooper.
Yeah, I'm usually gonna do some. Use your spoon, Liam.
It's not, let me see. Oh no, it's not hot. It's not hot. Yeah, little ball.
Okay, see, get yours. Move on, okay, do whatever you want to
You wanna move?
Where did you want?
I'll sit right here.
Where do you want me to move?
No, you're good.
I'll sit right there.
Okay,
You
so
sit right here next to me, right?
Okay.
I'm
Do you
not.
guys need to sit down?
No?
Nope.
I need some time apart.
Yep.
Do it.
Sit over here. Chairs. Yes, right here.
Do we have room to put that here?
Your water is there, Liam.
Oh, good catch, buddy. Look at shark, Mark. All the buddies say hello.
There.
Who's the buddies?
Oh,
Sit there.
here, ask about you sometime.
I sit there, Marco.
Sure.
Sit there, here. Okay. Here.
How's Dan doing?
Here.
How's Dan?
Chilling.
Dan Murphy out.
Hey. No, they went to his girlfriend's house. Well, he's engaged. Well, I told you what happened with the baby, right?
Right. She miscarried?
The second one.
And she got pregnant again?
Oh, this just happened.
What happened?
Miscarriage on 9 months this time. They already. The first one was going to be a boy.
Okay.
The second one was going to be a girl. And then they were watching her this time, checking her health, doctor appointments. Had a name for it. Almost had a baby shower. This close away from a baby shower. And he was going to propose to her as a baby shower. And then she had high blood pressure because really she's a real short, like shorter than mom, and Filipino too, and they got high blood pressure, and the baby couldn't take it, and they died.
And how far along was the first one?
Like 4 or 5.
And they monitored it, and they were
This time, like they were on it. She
even
was
her
at
high
the
her
same
blood
time.
pressure, and
So man, like it was tough, man. Because he was gonna be a dad. He went into this year wanting a kid. He did it. So on her birthday, this was kind of around when we were gonna have the thing. He proposed, but I guess how they do it is a relationship ceremony is what you'll have. Not get married, but it'll be like you give her a ring. It's like getting married without getting married, basically.
what tradition is that?
Methods.
Oh, I thought that was like a Filipino.
No, it's a white thing.
Ah.
You don't get married. You don't sign papers or nothing. No prenup. You just like I promise you a cheat post. You never read that shit.
Okay.
Please kiss me.
Like marriage.
Yeah. Oh, so happy. You want to more draft? Call it you want.
Is it like, did she wear a wedding dress?
No, they haven't done it yet. He just gave her a ring.
I haven't even started yet.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah, it's
So
big time
she's
stuff.
like high risk.
No,
pregnant.
we have to
She's pregnant.
The second one already, dude. The first one was going to be Jackson. The second one was going to be Marlo. They already have the names lined up. Everything.
Make them sit down a little longer to see if they can. Eat your needles.
Julia, come sit down.
Come
Come sit down. Come on.
Wait, eat your needles. Do you want another ball? You want more balls?
We need to sit down for a little bit. You want a spanking?
You like that? Is that what you want?
Do you want more needles?
You ate it so fast you want to watch the movie.
Well, you gotta watch everything, but now you can go cry in this room. Or go cry with him.
Mom, do you need help? Do you need to bring anything? All right.
You want to go up?
No, brother's going. You eat your needles. Do you want another ball?
Come back down, Liam. Play with
Cool
me.
down for a second, man.
Let's
You want
play
another ball?
Thanksgiving Turkey Day. Come back down, kitty cat. I love you more. But mommy and
After
dad
we
said
eat,
no
we
now.
all need to eat first.
I don't want to eat.
Okay, well you can just sit over here and watch us eat.
You can play.
No.
You can play dancing over here.
No.
There's a play area right here. Can you bring any toys, Diana?
He brought 2 toys in his little.
Where are they?
in the car.
You can play Dancing with the Stars.
They're probably in the,
Hey, Marco,
in the
your
little
card
card
back there in the
back
trunk,
there.
so you won't.
Marco.
Hold on.
Right here. Is it easier for you?
You want a ball? You want more balls? You want orange?
Don't play
You want orange? Okay, sit down, I'll give you orange. Sit down. Sit down, let me give you orange. Let me give you orange. You're Olive Garden one.
Down. Okay.
Okay, let me give you orange for this.
Cheers.
Salud. Salud.
Hey,
Little rude boy.
hey.
Gotta be nice, Liam. Be nice, don't be like that.
Now,
A little wine?
no. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jill. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna pray, Mark.
Oh, we can't.
Wait a minute.
I could put it on for him. You can just sit there and play it.
No, it's fine.
We're about to pray to Jesus.
Okay, let's pray.
Thank you, Jesus, for bringing our family together. Thank you for your grace and your mercy, Father. Thank you for the way you've supported us, Father, through this year, Father. Bless this meal in your name, Lord Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Bella.
Praise the Lord. Come here this day.
Come here, Liam. Will be back.
Come down. Hey, this is me. No, look at me.
What are you grateful for, Sam?
Stop crying.
Life.
Okay?
Family.
No,
Health.
look at me.
Marco.
Stop crying.
From Marco Rocha.
Okay?
The most important people will always be the people in this room.
You'll play once everybody's done eating.
And
Okay?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Fast and Furious. That's what they say at Fast and Furious.
Okay? Look at me. Look at me. Stop the crying.
We're done, we're ready?
You can come down here.
Mom, what'd you make this year?
Sit on the couch.
Bill did all the cooking mostly. He
Understand?
did a lot of the cooking.
Do you understand? Say yes, Dad.
Mark, are you in here?
Did you make your potato salad, Mom?
Hey, we're gonna have dinner. I don't need to hear your crying. Excuse me, Bill.
What do I do? Why?
Just be down here with us for a little bit.
Okay, then don't come over here if you're gonna be funny.
It's a lot easier for me to move here.
That's the dressing room.
Okay. All right. Now she's dressed in.
You can just have to do it like that.
That's the shirt you make or
Everybody just get up and
Outside.
Here. Here.
You wanna play a game on my phone?
No.
Fine. See you, buddy.
No, here. Bye.
What?
Next better.
Drink your agua. Drink your agua and your noodles. Look, your noodles.
Tell him, Mark. Mark didn't get a single plate. For a salad plate.
Okay, we'll get that.
I think you said that as
I get that one. Right here. Hold on.
Okay, I can put mine on.
Yeah, boy.
Here, Right here. Here. Here, Marco. Mark, there's shells here. We're gonna have to do it like that. Okay,
Boobity boobity bop! Bop 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 bop! Heck yeah! Hey, let me get that gravy. Levi. Little drummer boy. Little drummer boy. Oh, drummer boy, oh, drummer boy. Where else I die, drummer boy. Drummer boy.
we have some stuff in my
Oh, drummer
Gravy?
boy.
Gravy?
We have gravy right here.
Where else I
Here's some here.
Gravy boy.
Okay, here.
Gravy boy. Gravy boy.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Bill.
These.
There's mashed potatoes over here.
There we go. You tell him, little boy.
Here.
Tell your brother, stop back there like that.
Salad plate you were trying to give me?
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit of potato salad, Mom.
Okay. Right here.
What?
There we go. Pass me the salad here.
You didn't put celery in there this year, huh? I see that. What happened, you forgot it?
Yeah, I buy it, I forgot it. That's still okay.
Sorry.
Like those celery? Nothing. Okay? Okay, who needs some?
I did. I was going to ask.
You got any bread on it?
Yep. Just pass it on.
Just give me one. Give me one. It's awesome.
Okay. There's salad there.
Spring truck.
Butter, Mommy?
Alright, I want tequila right here. Okay,
There's what?
we got everything?
Did you put this in the second, in the turkey?
Yes.
Second?
Yes, we did.
That's you, Mom.
Yes, I'm just waiting for, did everybody get their?
Yeah, get the plate,
You
Mom.
get mashed potato already?
Yeah, I got a little bit of
Bread. Cranberry. Oh, cranberry here.
Nope. Nope, I'll do it for you.
Okay, got you anything, Marco? Okay. Hey, you need cranberry? No?
We're on our way to La Quinta. Ever been there?
yeah, it's down in South Texas. When was this?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, you're going?
Tomorrow night?
It goes Palm Springs, Cathedral City, and then La Quinta, right?
Palm Springs, Rancho
Mirage.
Rancho Mirage, and then La Quinta. So La Quinta's closer off the 111, further, further in.
It's past Palm Springs.
Okay, everybody got their food.
84 miles from my house.
That's Rock Murray. What is wrong with that?
Oh, and I got dessert here that,
I asked him, did you hear your dad? He's like, what is this? It's like mashed potatoes. He's like, it doesn't taste like mashed potatoes.
Oh, man, you're right. I'm gonna say hi. Yeah, I'm gonna say hi.
So you had dinner over there too?
That's where we were before he came
No,
here.
Sam?
No.
No, I didn't even say hi to him.
Well, he didn't come in. Well,
No, he was outside, but he was talking to the guy. I don't even.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was like, oh, the dad.
Yeah, I didn't say hi to him, man.
okay.
Well, I asked her sister, I was like, what did you put in it? She's like, sour cream, ricotta, cheese.
Here's a ricotta.
Ricotta, yeah.
You don't put ricotta in mashed potatoes? I've heard of that.
Sour cream.
Yeah, not ricotta cheese.
The ricotta was probably funky because it was like chewy.
It was like doughy.
Hey, so Vicky, you never just moved in like that?
Oh, yeah, recently, like in.
No, Mama, no, Papa, there you go.
Nice.
Right there, easy to get to.
I got another phone, you wanna play again?
That's weird.
Give me one more.
I asked her, I was like, don't need that. She's like, no, I'll make it. And she joked it, so I thought, oh, okay, maybe she would.
They were good.
The texture was, it
I know.
doesn't taste like mashed potatoes.
No, this is not water.
I thought they were kind of like
Angry Birds?
scallop potatoes.
We talked about this.
You like Angry Birds?
That's not much these are all.
Maybe she's.
Oh, I know better.
I don't think she's.
She likes to experiment.
She likes to experiment, yeah.
She likes to experiment.
I don't got
It's all
Angry
good, it's all
Birds.
good, it's all good, it's hopefully.
She's not afraid to try different things.
Thanksgiving to remember.
Well, funny, your dad was like, what is this? Mashed potatoes, it doesn't taste like mashed potatoes.
He even said that? He was
He's not
you're not afraid to say
afraid to
that.
say it.
That's his daughter.
Here, baby. Oh, my gravy casserole! In the oven. Go get it, honey. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Mom, sit down. No. Shoot. I knew there was something I was thinking about.
Something was missing, he kept saying, huh?
It's good. It's ready.
Like it? Was it good?
I have the stand. Did you bring the stand in, honey?
Yeah, the what?
The stand.
Yeah. Kinda hot, so.
Oh, Lionel, bring
We
it.
can put a.
Mom, Lionel, bring it here.
There's some room over here. What is it, the green beans?
Bring your
Ninja on here, watch. Ninja will save the world. He's going to Alec out there? He's going to save the world now. Alright, I'm going to show you. Everything you point to, you shoot, okay? For instance, look what? You shoot them.
You
Boom.
need like a spatula.
Every ninja you point to it, okay?
Spatula?
Every ninja you see, you put your finger on the ninja. There you go, boom. Here, hold it. Go ahead.
Pumpkin eggs.
Oh, we're not happy because we kept this.
Anytime you see a ninja, you shoot it. You shoot everything you see.
Okay.
You
Who
shoot
wants
everything you
some?
see.
Marcy wants some?
Don't get hit. You gotta shoot 'em.
Pass me your plate, Marco. You want any? Okay. Who wants some?
If you shoot that shit,
Alright,
don't
you
get
want
hit.
to stand on my gravy casserole?
Yeah.
Here.
Hey, what's up with Penny? What's up with that lady?
She's out in Apple Valley at her boyfriend's house.
It was a thing that?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's cool. She got another dog? Cat?
Here, we
One
have.
of her cats just died.
So what are you watching on TV, Sam?
Here. Mom.
I'm gonna watch what's TV.
Oh, you want to catch up on Empire, huh?
I already did.
You did last night?
Oh, no, I wasn't that much behind. Couple episodes.
2 episodes? Oh, no. They're already like 7 episodes in, though, isn't it?
Like 8 or 9.
Is that the last one before the season is over? Or the timer? Oh, I got my code. Got the new code, Marco.
Oh, did you get my text about the candy?
I got it, brought it.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I don't like the jelly cranberry.
So what is the,
You learn. Don't you like it over the years?
Rolls Like New Year's?
Today was the Macy's.
Whew, it was pretty good.
Macy's having a sale.
They had a Gibson parade float, a Gibson guitar
Is
float.
that right?
St. Louis?
Yeah. I
Now, why
Party
did
back
people home
upstairs.
here?
Pierre saw it.
Wasn't a good idea, man. Like,
Yeah, cancel.
but it wasn't by being late.
And on top of it, there was a Broadway show for the School of Rock.
I just don't want to get too much of the gift to the.
Well, they made a
So
Broadway show out of it.
a lot more time. But
Without Jack
a
Black.
guy that I wanted to go with,
The
we
performer.
went to the same destination, but my lady
Song
only
from
took me
that
2
show.
hours in Dallas, and his was only 30 minutes.
And the guy who did that show, the guy who did the Phantom of the Opera.
So it was usually like
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
But I just got late, so I just changed it. So just have turkey
It
put
was a
over
big
there.
giant
Your
gypsy
mom's
guitar.
sisters?
My brother-in-law, Vicky, deep fried the turkey.
Oh, what's up?
He had it marinated for like 3 days from that, 2 days.
Did he like it?
Was Adam Sr. there?
They were going over their house later.
This was at Haven? Old Haven Road? Was that where the street you grew up on?
Haven.
Yeah, wasn't there?
Haven was, no, but it was in my sister's house.
What elementary school did you go to?
I went to Edgemont. Edgemont and Creekside.
Oh, well, I don't have it on the CAD game right now, so you can.
There was a guy who lived out there for like, I worked with him, lived out there
You like that game?
for 30 years. And his wife was
DJ.
was a duty.
What are you looking at, Netflix?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember his last name. Everybody knows it.
And let me see.
Might have been Edgemont, but then
Who is it?
It's something like a sunflower or
Sunnymead.
something.
Sunnymead. Oh, Sunnymead Elementary School and Middle School.
Okay. There, I'll.
Who's the last one?
Maybe my aunt knows them. Knows her.
Yeah.
Because my aunt's been a noon duty at Edgemont for, we were just talking about that, almost 30 years. She's going to be the principal next.
Be the mayor.
30 years, wow. How long did you do it for, Mom?
I was in preschool.
14, 15.
I was in preschool when she was working there.
What happened with Mr. Hemlock? Did he have a scandal?
28 years.
Yeah, Principal Hemlock, no? He was there for a long time. Look at Santa Claus.
Hey, you know that guy Jerry Fogle, they gave him 16 years.
Oh, there I said
Subway guy.
What do you do?
Child pornography.
Well, you remember Mr. Day.
Yeah, same thing.
You know
I
Mr.
had
Day?
Mr. Fay.
You heard about that too, right, Mark?
Years ago, that was years ago.
Yeah. Same thing? Middle school, did you, what was he, like a PE or science?
No, he was a teaching teacher.
He was very nice to the kids. He was like a science teacher.
His son was my age.
Got in trouble.
Let's go. Came
A
out.
molester.
But not at the school, at his house. Brought him to the house.
Wow, that's.
It was all business at school.
Oh, what?
Hey guys, remember, it's not over there. Come here, over here. Get on this side, Bubba. Over here, come here, let's play.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
And I used to have a wood burning stove, and that's the first word my kids learned.
Yeah.
Like your sweater, Bill, let's say.
The what?
Your sweater.
How many help you? No, salad sauce. Do you have any more salad?
Fruit salad?
Yeah, give me salad.
Yeah.
House salad.
They should start having sales on their sweaters in February. That's when I go around.
Bill, have you ever heard of a department store called Kohl's with a C? That was the Kohl's, that was the department store in the original Miracle on 34th Street. It was Kohl's with a C in the black and white place. I wonder if they just changed it to me.
Maybe the department store over there, like East Coast.
I had a down jacket for 15 years and all the down and all these different places.
I probably have to borrow some warm snow
And then it would get wet
for
too.
you, Mom.
2 seasons ago, I was sitting in a playoff
When
game,
you're
you
going
know,
to Tahoe?
like this November 22nd, the rain was coming down, turning into snow, and it was blowing hard, and it was freezing and getting wet.
I don't have any snow stuff in it.
I bought one. They had a sale for 50% off. It was $329, and I bought 50% off. And that thing, I worked this morning in my son's practice at 6 o'clock. I didn't feel no cold at all.
That's a good deal for the last 15 years.
It rates for a 20-degree minus.
That's the Olive Garden. That's the Olive Garden business. This is yours? It's really good.
I'm good with buy like a warm jacket or buy snow boots when I'm just gonna use it
Look
for
out on
my
the
truck.
turkey too.
Not bad.
I need like a warm coat and boots. You have them, like, you have them.
25 degrees.
They gave me, they're giving me overtime. The company is sold next week. Yeah. They make those. What's that? Electric car maker in Northern California. You heard of them?
Be careful, little homies.
And they're making the batteries for Tesla.
Oh, nice.
They won't be doing it in our facility. They'll be using our facility to make plastic parts. They're buying it.
Liam.
My benefits are.
No, oh my God, no!
What?
It's because this is super hot, and I'm scared that Liam's
No, we
gonna
turned
fall
that
back.
off.
He was pushing him.
You can just turn that switch off right there. I'll turn it off.
That switch over there,
Yeah.
angel, yeah, by the angel.
Yeah. Liam, don't sit over here. Why don't you sit in this chair? Because I don't want you to fall back and get burned. Sit over here.
I want to get burned.
You want to get burned? Okay.
In there, little homies. Put in there.
That's people that bought us with an investment company.
Yeah, but it's still very, very hot.
They were still in investment.
That's why you need to sit right here.
Their interests are a little different.
And they're interested.
Levi, no!
Keep everything as
No,
low as you
stop.
can.
No,
And
Levi.
make as much as you can.
They have a handle down.
And then sell it.
Levi keeps pulling Liam's t-shirt.
They don't care about what the benefits were or anything.
Right.
Thank
That's what
you.
Mark
Right
told
there.
my insurance was an extra $130 a week.
Oh, wow.
I was paying, $600 a month.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks Obama. You know.
Yeah, Mom, remember when you were like, you think I paid too much? And I was like, I paid so much I paid for health insurance? You're like, it's what? And I do pay that much. I looked over it.
How much did you pay?
It's like $300.
You don't need to go.
Never in my life have I ever.
Do you go to the dentist? You should go to the dentist.
Nothing.
You need to get your teeth cleaned.
I need a lot, man. I need a lot of
Once you
stuff.
go, you have.
I think I'm just sending it off.
Yeah, and then you're gonna, it's gonna happen like nothing.
Well, you're not allowed
They have a
to.
policy you can buy it, they give you $1,000 up front. It's not that much. It's
Well, isn't it with the law, the new law, the healthcare law, you required to have insurance?
You just get fined.
You get fined $65.
A year?
Well, whatever
It goes up every year.
It's,
Or 1% of your income.
Yeah, so you're
For me would be,
It's like, the percentage of your, every year you don't have it, it increases.
but that'll change after a
It's
while.
like $1,500.
If that was an executive order, they could, if the Republicans get in there, they'll take that out. So you don't have to deal with it, and insurance will go down again. Because people are,
You little boys be nice over there, little guys.
Oh, no, exactly.
Mom, that painting that you painted me, was it
Hey, Leah, don't do that.
You don't remember that in your house?
Mom painted me a little picture.
And you don't remember that painting?
That's why when I looked at him, he was thought of the painting that mom was painting for me.
Mom was a copycat.
He's good at painting that.
Don't do that. Stop doing that.
Forger.
Levi. Levi. He's falling on top of him. You're gonna hurt him.
You like the green pesto? Bill?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Tesla's a good company. So, he owns SpaceX as well, which is the company that makes the rockets for NASA for the International Space Station. What they use to send all the
Any more
stuff up
food,
there.
Sam?
They're out of they're out of
I'll give you over.
down by LAX. I pass by
There, I'll
the
give
building
you
every
some.
once in a while.
No, I'll give you something to clean up.
The owner of that, Elon Musk, he's only like 41, 42 years old. Young guy.
Do you take advantage of the Forbes
I
magazine?
think that is the future. 10 years, you'll be seeing a lot of that.
Well, the thing with Tesla is that it's the only electric car that actually has range. Right? So it'll go up to 300 miles without a charge, where a Prius only gives like 60, 65 miles. The 7 volt gives you 85 miles. So what are you going to drive that to? Does it go keep going back? It's not a problem you can use it. And then they're putting up Tesla's doing all these charging stations across the country, and they're free. So if you own a Tesla, then you can go recharge for free. So I mean it's a $100,000 car, but they're coming out with a model I think this next year. It's like a entry level model. So his goal is to make it available to the masses. At first it was to people who have money to buy a car. Now it's he wants to try to become an actual car manufacturer.
Because mechanically manufacturing it is a lot cheaper than making it combustion engine.
Well, I guess what's expensive for them right now is the batteries. Right? So that's what's driving the cost. Because the motor is just a motor. There's no moving parts. There's no other mechanical parts than just the motor. So there's no transmission, there's no engine, it's just a giant motor.
But the branch off of our companies in Oceanside, and they're the ones that are going to be doing all that.
Okay.
Not where I was. But they keep wanting me to have that. I might like it, I don't know. And that'll cost a lot more to live out. But it's nice. You do it, you know, you get the money to live.
Well, that's it's kind of
15% more, you know.
that's kind of the trade-off, right? I mean, once you go down there, you're going to have to. It's like my old boss, would tell me, well, why don't you move down to LA area down here? Pay me more money, and I'll move it down here. When you start paying my mortgage, I'll move like you want me to move.
I tried to pull his shirt, he didn't like it.
Oh my goodness, I'm full.
You know, this is just
Yeah, and we ate at, we had to eat.
You remember this game?
stuff for sure.
Daddy!
Turkey and ham and
Did you put fresh ranches in there?
Yeah. Tangerine.
Hey, Levi.
Pulling, look at it.
Levi.
Did you get food in the can?
Fruit and then
Oh, my bed.
Food in the can?
Levi.
I heard.
Levi.
Daddy, you
The big yellow.
Daddy, come and pull me down. Tell me.
What's up, Mama?
Levi.
You guys are correct.
Debbie?
He tells people when they butcher their name, they say Levi.
Levi, turn it off.
I know if you turn it on, it goes like.
Liam, turn it off, bud.
They have baseball helmets too, but I always like to get them mixed up.
Liam.
Get a nice Nike or something that's all multiple colors and
Yeah, my friend told me she was her son his third year and he said the first year, I mean, he was too little. So the second time he did better. So he said it was like $70-something and he just goes for maybe like a few minutes.
Yeah, their attention is very high right now.
And no practices, it's just the games on Sundays. Yeah, you should go to the games on Sundays afternoon.
Yeah, practice, honey.
Saturdays? No, they
No,
just.
she told me Sunday, or this one's Sunday.
Let's do that. I remember it's always Saturday.
Yeah.
I really didn't care. I just go out there with my son. Nobody's gonna win, so there's no stress.
Right.
There's no winners, no losers. So it's just really, you gotta let them do what they gotta do. You can't get on their cases and just go out there and with a cup of coffee. Talk to the other coaches, you know, it's kind of more social for the coaches than it is for the kids. You know, everybody treats the kids real nice.
He'll be 4, so I think that'll be a good age to see how he does. I don't know, you know, we'll see.
Sporting well, how old were they? They were
5 years old?
Yeah. Was it football? Baseball?
No, he plays football till 7.
Oh, they were playing, they were getting, this little boy, they were getting all this stuff for sports.
That's another thing, you have to buy all this equipment, all this kind of stuff.
You gotta know what to want. You're in love.
I needed the circuit, sir.
Liam.
I always got my kids, I found out, because I was never a really good bass player, so I really, baseball player, so I knew the size of the bats and the length and everything, what they can do good with. Some bats, they go like a -12, and the weight is shifted more this way, or more up this way. If we're up to 10 years old, then -12.5. After that, start getting a little heavier, I got Joe, I have a bat in there. I think it's a 12.5. Joe was popping them over the fence the whole time. And the wind is blowing real hard, so you can see it kind of going up like this, come down and hit the scoreboard. I was playing at that Little League field, I don't know if you've seen it. Here on 215. See a big Little League guy?
Yeah.
Right behind it, about a quarter mile, is a Little League field. They do it just for the championship. And it's like the stands are tiny, but they go up like this, and it's nice, like a theater, so everything's just right there. Kids have a real good time. And Joe was popping it over with that bat. I'll show you the bat.
Kind of like the field like that off of the 15, there's like a little
There's the Field of Dreams.
71.
Off the 71, Field of Dreams.
71.
Yeah, and they have a field, they have one next to him, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It looks like
Yeah, it's like a mini professional stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll use it like championships, right? Little League championships.
Special stuff and all that. Yeah, baseball's pretty safe up there.
Lose something, that's what happens. classes where have music and stuff.
When you get a bit older, they'll start flying over the hardest.
We got like a full, that's a house on you.
You know, if your kid is getting hit with the ball too much, the pitch is coming his way, and it just lets it hit him, stuff like that, without trying to move out of the way. Like Pierre. You know, if he always had a lot of pattern, bam, hit him, and just give him a very look, you know. Hit him again, this one guy hit him 3 times, every time he takes your best. But Joe, he just get out of the way. Duck, you know, got a helmet.
Brother.
So baseball is a lot safer than football. They got real good motor skills and they can run real fast. They're real strong. They cut your legs. Well, whatever they can do.
Short, big one.
There was this Hispanic kid, and I looked at him in the back, you know, when I first saw him, he was playing. And this kid was, his legs were like huge, man. And he was only like 5'10", 5'11". But the guy was like massive standing there. And when he turned around and looked at him, he had the littlest baby face.
That's funny.
And they interviewed him in the newspaper. They said, "What do you like the best about football?" The hit. Stuff like that.
Liam, don't let him do that. Stop stretching that. Stop. Levi.
Stop it, Raptor.
Levi. Levi. Stop it. Stop. Yeah. This man is there.
Hey, I have some candy.
Liam. Levi, look
Give
at
him
him.
closer eye candy. Like this.
Pierre never got hurt. He just got hurt this year because he was trying to push too much weight. He strained his shoulder. And he had the freakiest thing happen in the world.
Whoa. Don't do that. Do not do that.
He got an infection. So maybe if it was an ingrown hair or this or that. There was an infection. He thought it was a pulled muscle. Making it into a tear. He thought it was a tear. It kept hurting. It was already hurting. He was laying on the couch and I could see that. It looked like a ball was growing there. You know? Took it out and he was trying to football a week later.
He was like that for 3 weeks in
He
pain.
was like that for a month.
They had to stop to cut it out. Like, drain it.
Yeah. We saw it.
So a lot of it was
Hey.
it started to come out, but most of it was the inside side.
When he was trying to, the patch press
The radiologist I went to the other day, he said, I've had surgery on my shoulder, and I can't take, that's as far back as I can take my shoulder. He was saying that usually what you do is you get like go to get a deep tissue massage, to break away all of the excess, what do you call it, the scar tissue. The scar tissue. He says that your shoulder is fine, but it's the scar tissue that doesn't allow it to go up. So I never thought about it. I thought maybe it was just because of the surgery. Like that's as far back as I
It's
can
hard,
go.
huh?
Well, yeah, because the scar tissue gets hard, he doesn't have to go in there and break away the. He doesn't. They're like digging in. Do not do that. Get down.
Yeah, kind of like those green, the top,
Deep tissue.
Massage, remember, it's like
Oh, they're all
bruised and purple.
Well, because they lift a lot, and then so when you're lifting, you're tearing your muscles, right? So
That's probably why they're bruised. So.
yeah. So you're saying he's like it's gonna hurt. Well, stop, both of you. So yeah, you're saying you can go in there and get it all massaged have them break away all of the scar tissue, and then your shoulder will be fine. I'm scared of that.
You know these guys like Joe that tear their ACL? And, well, his lucky his ACL didn't tear. It broke off with his knee.
Oh wow.
So, all the the ACL broke off his leg. So he didn't have to repair the ACL, they just had to manage. Yeah, but a lot of they say the ACL tear, the football ACL. And it's not a lot of professional basketball players and everything's got all the pictures up there with the sign. I said, yeah, that football, ACL, man, that's all I hear about it. You know, and my son, funny guy, he goes, Bill, soccer has 3 times as many ACL tears than football.
They're running the entire time, so the chances of
cutting and somebody falling
are increased. I mean, in football you're running, but you're running for short spurts at a time, right? It's not like a 30 minutes of running back and forth on the field.
That's the exciting soccer games. Unlike the Mexico where they're suspended. But the ones that you watch are the England ones, the Manchester United, they're all like, more action, which are very more exciting.
You get 2 goals in the entire game. If you're lucky. That's
They try. They make it.
Okay, listen. Why don't you guys go over to the other living room? Go.
Go by the TV, Liam.
Go.
Go to the fridge.
Yeehaw.
We'll need to see if we can find an emo.
You ready to go to the door?
Take Marco to that Golden Corral, man, and Marco will be finished in 8th place.
That was not even me on full blast.
Well, we want to take Marco anyway next year, taking the Golden Corral. Because you'll get your money for it.
Put it
I
down.
don't even finish the I get it all around, I get another one.
Regular restaurant was $100.
I try to take advantage. Get you ready for it.
We get him for breakfast with drinks and everything for $9 a piece.
Uh-huh.
Go Saturday morning at breakfast.
I think they're building one over by our house.
I'm not a bouquet person.
No, I like people.
What do you think about the Carson buffet?
Some of them I can't stand. There's one at State Line after you leave Vegas. You ever stop there? Like the country kitchen type of thing.
I'm stopping there, but never ate there.
I was there last weekend.
Yeah.
That's
State
what I
Line
like.
was getting
Vegas.
getting on Martha's case for leaving in person. She was outright rude about it too.
Well, what can make her
Remember when you left your person?
My little thirsty
Rude about it.
He said he's thirsty.
She was telling me about leaving your purse there. But she was rude about it. And she came back 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes later, and she was rude about it again.
Tell them about the drink at In-N-Out.
What did I say?
We went to In-N-Out. Me and Petey went to In-N-Out.
Daddy, you want the helmet on?
And they're on the table here, you know. And then there's kind of the aisleway and there's tables right there, right? So Petey gets his drink and he sets it down like about this far from him. And he uses the restroom.
You got little boys.
Like this big family, maybe 12. they were speaking Spanish and everything. And all of a sudden I see this guy walk up and he's standing right there. He kind of looks at me and gives me this look like this and just goes and takes Petey's drink. But I didn't take Petey's drink. I actually thought, well, maybe he was holding it. He just said it there. He was standing there. And he walked away with it, right? This guy in his middle 30s, you know. And Petey comes. I was thinking, why did Petey take his drink to the bathroom? That's how ridiculous I thought this was. That somebody would actually walk up and take his drink. So and then he had his back turned about from me to you.
Hey, be careful, Baba.
Petey, where's your drink? Before I seen him like dump it out and get something else, and then, well, hey man, I'm just jamming up. I'm kind of pissed. Then his, I guess his wife said, "Oh, we're sorry. We didn't know it was his. We were sitting around, we didn't know this, we didn't know that, you know." But when he pulled it out, he got another one. Here, I'll get you another one. Me and Peter just like this. So just went and got another one.
Sure.
And said he was sorry. He wasn't going to admit to it at first. His wife did. Wow.
Hey, Baba, be nice. Get the boy.
Yeah, like anybody, that never happened. He was still right there, he looked right at me, looked right at me. Like, looking up and down like that, and just took it. You know? Like I took his drink or something. I don't know, you know. I was sitting here by myself, maybe he did take it.
Oh, did you have two drinks?
Yeah, I had my drink.
Oh, you don't need an extra one.
Petey's was right there. And I mean, he's standing right there, and, you know, right here, actually, he turned around and looked at me like this, and then he took it away. You know, he just took it, and walked away and said,
We were on our way to Disneyland a couple of months back, and we stopped at a Subway to get something to eat just before we went in. Get into the Subway, and as we come out, there's this Mexican guy standing right there, just kind of like weird looking. And as we got close to the car, he like started walking real fast towards the car, right? So Diana, you know, she jumps in the car, and I get in the car, and you know, I lock the doors, and I'm getting ready to back out. But he didn't look like he was coming right at the car. And he stopped for a second, and there's cars behind me because they're getting ready to leave the parking lot, so I can't back out. So then the guy comes and he starts knocking on the window, right? Like, and then he goes to the back door and tries to start pulling open the back door.
no.
Right? So I was on the phone. I was on the phone, and Diana was like freaking out, and just the doors are locked. Right? I'm looking at the guy, but I can't back out because there's nobody. Go put him in there. You know, so, but the guy didn't do anything. I just kind of, you know, just kind of shoot him out, like, you know, go away. He kind of just walked away, but just weird, you know, the guy's being weird. Well, weird. I was in downtown not too long ago.
He tried to open the door for no reason? I would think the end of the story was, you forgot your wallet.
No.
That would be the good end of the story. You thought he was talking to you? You forgot your wallet. That's how it is in the movie.
Not
Like that.
that he's trying to open the door.
I don't know what the reason would he have to open the door.
Open your door when you were sitting in the car?
Yeah, we were in the car. But the doors were locked, right? I was trying to back out. So he's starting to pull the door handle.
That's funny. What was he thinking? He didn't say nothing?
How was he dressed? Favorite?
No, he looked like he was maybe homeless or, you know, maybe he needed a ride or something. Maybe he wanted to go to Disneyland. But
I'm coming with you.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird people. I was in downtown not so long ago. This giant black guy comes up to me. His arms the size of my thighs. I mean, just a big guy. I wear tank top. And just, I'm walking down towards the street light, and he just, boom, like came right up to me, right, and just started cussing me out. I was like, I didn't do anything to the guy, right? So I just kind of put my hands back and I pushed him away. And I walked away, and then he just kept going. Just like that, just nothing.
How about road rage people?
That same thing happened to me at the gas station about 4 years ago. Really big black guy comes out of nowhere. I see him. Starts walking up to me while I'm walking in to pay the gas. You got $5? You got $5? I said, man, I don't have any change. I don't carry cash. You got $5? I said, I don't have $5, man. Walks in the store. He walks up to the car and he starts looking in it like this. That guy went to the car and it's called cops. She just went up to the store. You can go there and run.
I was
Fucking man.
yeah.
Trying to strong on $5.
I was working. I was starting at midnight at a hotel in Santa Monica, and it was about 11 o'clock. I got there early. Got to the parking lot of the. I was outside. It was right by the beach. And I had just gotten off the phone with Diana. Just telling her, good night. I'll call you in the morning. And this cholo, I'm sitting in the truck, by myself, and the guy comes across the parking lot. He comes over to the passenger side of the door, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Where's the Jack in the Box?" I was like, "Jack in the Box is down on Pico and such street." And he's like, "Roll the window down." I was like, He's like, "I'm gonna go around," and I had my window down. It was hot, it was a little summer, I had the window down, it was by the beach, I was like, I'll just hang out here for an hour or whatever, wait so I can get started. And so I had my seatbelt on, I took my seatbelt off, and I put my hand on the door handle, put my foot on the door, just in case I needed to kick the door open, right? And I start thinking in my head, like, okay, what's this guy trying to do? Right? I started thinking to myself, I was like, well, I'll grab the seatbelt. If he tries to come in, I'll grab him and I'll grab the seatbelt, wrap it around his neck or something, right? And he comes right up to the door. I'm sitting down right here. He comes right up to the door and he's like looking in the truck. Right? So I can't see his hands. His hands are down below the window, behind the door. I think he was a small guy, but I think once he got closer, I think he made me realize I was a little bit bigger than him.
Yeah.
And it looked like from the distance, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he just kind of like, okay. I wasn't even listening to what he was saying anymore at that point. I was just keeping eye contact with him, trying to make sure he wasn't going to try pulling anything. So, I don't know. It's just not a lot of runs like that, but it's just one too many. It's just not comfortable.
Get started, get crazy.
Well, and just the other night, I was working out in North Hollywood. I was there till 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And, it was just me and a couple of the other guys. We're at an LA Fitness, and it's just empty. The bathrooms, they have porta potties outside the still construction site. And one of the guys is like, "Hey, I gotta go use the restroom, stand by the door." And here comes this car just creeping up all slow. Right? And he parks kind of way far. And so the guy, he turned back around. He's like, "I don't need to get ambushed by anybody, right? You don't know what's going on." So, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. We do a lot of work like that where it's late nights or I'm out late or, the other night I was working at another LA Fitness in Fountain Valley. I got there at 11 when they closed. And there's a guy hanging out in the front door, by the front door. I was there for about an hour and a half. I come out and he's got his car parked right in front of the door. Right? And he's just sitting there. I'm like, crap, right? I was like, what's this guy doing? And I had to go to my truck to get something. So I didn't know whether to lock the door behind me and take it to the gym, or leave it open so that if I have to run back in, I can run back in and lock the door. Right? So I had a screwdriver in my bag, so I grabbed my screwdriver and I went out to my truck. The guy rolled his window down. He's like, "Oh, I'm just chilling." I said, "All right, we'll just keep chilling." Right? So I went down to my truck, grabbed my stuff, and I went back inside. I was there for about another 30, 40 minutes. He was still parked right in front of the door. He's sitting there. Right? So again, it was time for me to leave. And it's midnight, 12:30. And isolated, nobody there. So I walk out, I got my tool bags, I got a bunch of stuff in my hand, I can't really carry anything. So, you know, hopefully this guy doesn't try to pull anything.
Yeah.
You know, as I get out, but I just jumped, I threw my stuff in the van real quick, just opened the door, threw my stuff in the van, jumped in and took off. Just give anybody time to, I don't know, it's too crazy.
You always get close calls, huh?
People are crazy. I mean, I don't know that they're trying to do anything, but it's just, you know, when it's midnight and you're hanging out in front of an LA Fitness
Yeah.
for no reason, it's a little sketchy. Right? It's like, you know,
Maybe he's running from the cops or something.
I don't know. You know, and when I first saw him out there, he's kind of throwing his hands up to me, and I was inside, and I walked by the front door, and he's like throwing his hands up at me, like, I don't know what, like he knew me or something. I don't know. It was just weird. I told Diane, I was like, I don't know.
Because you work from place to place, you don't work in this much places, you're all over.
Yeah, I'm all over.
It's always in the
So, I mean, yeah, I just picked up another LA Fitness in San Bernardino. San Bernardino's not the nicest place. Right? You got San Bernardino, I got one in North Hollywood. You know, you got stuff in Santa Monica, in the LA area. So, I told Diane, I was like, as a business owner, my chances of being able to get a concealed weapon permit is higher. So, I've been thinking about maybe just getting something just to have. You know, keeping. I was talking to one of the other, another guy that I do work with. He's the same way. Like, he's all over the place. And if he carries a gun in his truck, right?
I'm a firm believer in it.
I mean, at this point, that's what I think it is. Like, it's either,
What's up, Papa?
you know, I gotta
What's
make
up,
sure I
Daddy?
get home, right? It's late. You know, I go to gas stations in the middle of the night. You know, people are crazy. I was in Compton at a gas station. I didn't even finish pumping gas. There's this guy going crazy in the middle of the parking lot. Right? It's like, I was like, yeah, I'll put gas somewhere else. I'm done. Right? I'll just put it all back. So, it's just people are crazy, right?
They always think crazy. There was one time I wish I had a gun. I was in the corner. I was in a house where the front house was on one side of the street, the corner house, the garage was over here on the other side of the street. And we just moved in, and my older brother was standing in front of the garage with his 17-year-old friend, you know, big chubby Mike, and my little brother and I, we were kind of in the back of the garage just messing around, and it was raining outside. And these two guys walking down the street, you know, two long-haired guys, you know. And my brother said, "Hey, what you doing walking in the rain?" He always had something to say, you know. And all of a sudden they just stopped and looked. And up the driveway comes this psycho-looking guy who takes a knife like this, and he just swipes it right across Mike and slices it. Oh wow! Right over there. You know, and he's yelling at him. You know, Mike's just leaning over like this, and my older brother's just kind of coming down. And the other guy is standing, you know, in the driveway. You know, kill him! Stop this! Kill him! You know, now me and my little brother, I'm 12 years old, you know, he's 11, we're in the back of a garage, no way to get out. And he's got this knife and he takes another swing, you know, and I'm thinking, you know, at 12 years old, I'm going to die. You know. And the rain's coming down. This guy's in our driveway still yelling at us as loud as he could. All of a sudden I heard what I heard. I heard my dad, you know, shut the door. "Hey, what's going on over there? You know, you guys get out of here." And the guy, there was a sidewalk that came from the backyard to the garage, and I seen that guy with the knife. He opens the gate, and I see him disappear going up that sidewalk. "You better drop that gun, old man! You better drop that gun, old man! You better..." Pow! "Oh, he shot me! He shot me!" You know, and the other guy started running down the street. So again, I'm a firm believer in gun.
Mom, these are clean. These weren't even used.
I was 12 years old, and
That were not used.
I thought the guy was going to kill us all.
People are crazy. It's like, a good friend of ours the other day he was on his way home, and there's cops everywhere, right there in Moreno Valley Terrace area. Cops everywhere. Pulls up close to his house. It's all taped off. Right? He's like, "What's going on?" Right? He goes over and talks to the cops. Like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Crime scene. You know, come back later." Right? So he knew nobody was home. So he knew his wife was fine and nobody was at the house. So he comes back later, like they told him to come back in like 5 or 6 hours, right, to do an investigation. So he comes back 5 or 6 hours later, goes and talks to him, because there's been a shooting, drive-by shooting at your house, right? There's a guy jumping in the backyards, trying to escape somebody who was chasing him. He goes up to the front door of our friend's house, tries to break the front door down so he can get into the house, and they just blasted him right in the front door. Right? Bullet holes in the doors, bullet holes in the wall, bullet holes through the inside of the house, and they just sprayed the house, right? And the guy, they took off. The guy, left the front porch. There was blood everywhere on the front porch. Somebody grabbed him, they took him down to the hospital, they crashed on the way there, ambulance showed up, the kid died in the ambulance on his way to the hospital. Right? And so they come home, and the cops say, okay, you can go back in the house, but they don't clean anything up. Right? They don't clean up the blood. They had to knock the door down so they can go inside, make sure there's nobody inside, make sure everything was clear. And but the crazy thing is that this all happened about 5 o'clock. The wife, the lady, her name is Julie, she usually shows up at home between 4:50 and 5 o'clock. But that day she had a conference for work out in Anaheim, so the husband didn't come home because he usually comes home about the same time. So he didn't come home early because he knew his wife wasn't going to be home. So he stayed a little longer at work. So usually they're both home between that 4:50 and 5 o'clock hour, which is exactly when this all took place, right? So thank God they weren't getting out of the car or just walking through the front door while all this went down, because they would have been inside the house or in front of the house when it all happened, right? But it's too close to home now. I mean, it's like, people with guns everywhere, people with, so, and we're in, where we're working and what we're doing. I mean, I'm not scared when I'm walking around, but
Get in your truck late at night once in a while.
yeah, I mean, it's a little eerie sometimes. I've worked in downtown LA. I was outside of not too long ago.
Get a permit.
Yeah.
Permit as well.
We'll get the concealed weapons permit. And then, I went down last weekend. It was funny. He's got a couple guns. We went down to the shooting range in Riverside, and then so I'll probably buy the gun from him, get it transferred over, go through the whole steps of it, and then but Diana's for it at this point, right? I tell her all the things that I'm coming against, right? I'm like,
That's the gun thing. My dad didn't have a gun. I don't know what would have happened. Even all the neighbors were mad because he didn't shoot to kill him. Just shot him.
Yeah, I mean that's the objective, really, right? Because you don't want to have to kill anybody, but it's either your life or their life.
Well, he said, yeah, they're all racist against Germans, and they would have had me, because I'm from there, and they would call me a Nazi and put me in jail. That's not like that anymore. It's the 70s. It's not the 50s no more. It's the 70s. Like that. They were all about that.
Yeah, no, nowadays it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Like this neighborhood. Next year's my last year. It's not a bad neighborhood, but then it's not good.
Well, it's kind of like, you gotta feel safe wherever you're at, right? Regardless of the time of day or whatever. So
I feel safe here. Felt safer out.
Right.
Right here, I felt safer.
Except for the wildlife.
Yeah.
When we were up in Montana, a couple of mornings, I would leave to go to the Starbucks, and do some work before everybody woke up. I'd wake up early, go. But, you know, the car was parked, you know, 100 yards from the front door, right? So it's, you're not, there's no lights, so I'm using my cell phone, right, to see to try to find the car.
Wildlife is different, huh?
Wow, I mean, I'm not gonna run faster than a bear. And so, especially if I don't know where I'm at. Because, I mean, we see deer in their yard all the time, right, and that's not a big deal, but, you know, now if I saw a moose, that'd probably be a different.
Yeah, we're still charging.
Yeah, you know, a deer, I mean, it might hurt, but I think I could, you know, but, you know, see a moose or see a bear, it's a little different story. But yeah, you know, I would be walking out and like just run real quick to the car, jump in the car, and get caught.
High step.
I saw it on the way down. I saw there was a deer that looked like it actually got hit. The blood was still looked wet. Right, it was still oozing out. Deer are big.
I hit a couple of deer right up here in Lakewood.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. It's a big animal. It's a big animal. When I was working up here in Fort Lewis, I got hit a donkey in a Dodge Ram, brand new Dodge Ram, pulled the front of the shoulder.
Don't care. They're 500-600 pound animal. A donkey probably.
Here, one of those.
Really?
We're generation turkey. Right around there. Go pull that out.
They say the best thing to do is when you come in to hit a deer, don't step on your brakes.
Just keep going.
Because, you know, somehow when your car goes forward and everything, when you hit them 50, 60 miles an hour, they go through the windshield. I don't know if that, but the one I hit, that time I hit him, I swerved, I was doing about 70 downhill, and I just swerved a little like that, so I hit him right in his tail end and killed him. And the car was thrashed.
That's a big animal. My mom hit a dog and it broke her bumper. Right? Broke her bumper, damaged her hood. That was just a dog.
Yep, the dogs will jack up your car too.
I was coming down, I was going up the 138 up to Lancaster. I see a nice German Shepherd running alongside the freeway. I'm like,
I hit one of those too.
I was like, this thing's gonna get hit, right? And sure enough, I'm looking in my mirror. It made a hard left right onto the highway. Boom! The car just hit him. But the crazy thing is, the dog kept going. He jumped back up, took off running. He's probably out of reaction, right? But he probably went and laid down somewhere and died. Yeah. So, because I mean, you're going 60, 70 miles an hour on 138. There's nobody there. So
that's what I thought this deer did. In fact, from where I hit him, he ran about from here to the end of the street. Good 100 yards away. And he died right there.
it's just
Hit him 70 miles an hour, you know, probably broke his legs. Because I got out of the car and I was walking and I was looking for him. I couldn't find him. But when I got my car started, when the light came up, and, you know, it just tore out my wiring harness and everything, I put it back together. And head back up the hill, and there he is, you know. And then bent my bumper out so it wasn't rubbing on my tire, and did some fixes, and then I come back down the hill, and there's some guy there already dressing him. You know.
Hey, yeah, you had
I think he's gonna get some venison and his antlers and stuff.
Hey, Bubby.
Fix that deer up real quick.
Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, that's driving around to Two Lakes, I used to do that a lot, man. You guys just have it at your house. And family and stuff. Everybody goes.
And then you have to do all the cooking and cleaning.
Well, then don't then.
Everybody eat.
I'll sacrifice the driving.
Everybody eat before you get here.
Yeah, Martha gets up. I went to Beanie Head practice at 6 o'clock this morning. I got back about 7:30. She was already cooking.
She likes to work.
Yeah, she does.
She likes it. She likes the like doing stuff. I'll do the Christmas Day. I'll make my prime rib again, maybe. That was good last year, the prime rib.
Delicious with the
Sauce.
I think we still have it. Is it still in the refrigerator?
I think I gave it back to my mom. What?
The horseradish.
Oh, did I bring the horseradish?
Yeah, but you left it.
Oh, that's big deal.
Yeah, we
It's
got
only like 97 cents. It's hard for people to buy it, but you know, if you ever have a cold or something or sinus trouble,
You eat that up.
yeah,
That was really good. That was a good. It was easy to make too. I just put garlic in it. I forgot how that.
I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm so
It was
full
good.
right now.
You did it again.
I just thought it was the greasy meat.
Prime rib. That was really good.
And just thinking about the prime rib.
The prime rib's not greasy.
Yeah, it's just.
right now with the full stuff.
Right now, with the full stomach, it doesn't sound good at all. We went down to this last year for Christmas. We went down to this Fogo de Chão Brazilian restaurant, and they just bring the meat non-stop. And we stuffed ourselves so much we couldn't even drink water by the time we were done. We couldn't even. It was so uncomfortable. It was probably the worst feeling I've ever had eating stuffing myself. But it was only because the other guys were like, "Oh, I'll have another piece," and then everybody's kind of like, "Oh, I'll have more, I'll have more, I'll have more."
These guys use it.
Felt like the lead burrito
Yeah.
after that, huh?
I
Yeah,
love
we tried
these.
walking around, there's a little piano bar down the street, and we went down there and go, watch the dueling pianos, and the guys playing the piano, and just, yeah, it was good, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, where's Liam?
Mom, do you want me to just come straight here or take him over there?
Just put them right here. Put them on top of there. Yeah.
So I think we'll make a day of it tomorrow. Drop PD off at 1 o'clock and just head out there.
Oh, you guys went down to La Quinta?
Yeah.
Well, because he goes with his, what time is it, right?
Yeah, 7:30.
I just get there early.
Yeah, so we'll get there early, probably have it, kind of dinner or something.
Yeah, the weather's nice. Weather's nice right now. La Quinta's nice.
It's gonna be like a
Dad!
Yeah, Bubba.
overnight low of 40.
Daddy, can you play the traffic
It's
game with
cold.
me?
No, no, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just probably wear a thin gown, stuff like that. I was tripping on his practice today. At the end of the practice, they get everybody together, right? And then they bring out the big ghetto blaster, and they play dance music. You know, and they just put somebody out there, and he's dancing, right? You know, and it's like 7:30 in the morning, freaking, and he's dancing, throwing them out. Other guy jumps in there, and they're dancing, you know. Well, I thought that was good camaraderie. I would have never thought of it.
Kind of get them going. Get them working together.
I think so.
It's fun.
I
It's fun.
did. I thought it was something I never. I couldn't believe I was watching this, you know. And but they did it last week, the day before, and they won. And it was Palm Springs, which was undefeated. And they had Little Caesars Pizza right before. Little Caesars Pizza caters to them.
Oh.
And if they put the big banner out there, you know, at the stadium, Little Caesars Pizza or Bakers or whatever, they have to feed the football team once a year.
Oh, okay.
So Pete said there was about 70 or 80 boxes of Little Caesars Pizza. Wow. But you would think it would bog down that football team.
There you go.
They wouldn't either. They must have done something to it. They must have got hyped up with it.
Yeah.
Drinking that C4, you know what that C4 is?
Yeah.
For lifting weights and stuff like that. You know, Pierre takes some of that before
Pre-workout, yeah.
Yeah, pre-workout.
Gets them all hyped up.
Yeah, he said everybody takes a C4, you know. I said, yeah, because they kill them. That team only allowed 6 points. An average of 6 points. We were 11-0. They had the most yards passing, the most yards rushing, the most tackles, everything. And we were like, our team comes in there. They came out here, man, 45-15.
Oh, wow.
Beat them up. They were limping. They made the dancing and pizza.
Hey, you never know.
So La Quinta's going to get it. Palm Springs beat La Quinta by 30 points.
Oh, wow.
So we beat Palm Springs by 30. I think then I can go next weekend. One more time, it's probably against Serrano High School over there. Serrano High School hosts Palm Desert. And I think they're going to cross town, drive them around, drive them around. See what happens. Me and that football coach, we don't get along. It's almost like, I don't hate him, but he hates me. He just like, let's just say he dislikes me immensely.
There you go.
And I dislike him for what he did to my son. So you don't do that to kids. I heard he's done it to other kids. We call it little man syndrome.
Yeah.
I laughed at him last year when we lost the Sierra Championship game to Palm Springs. I laughed at him. I was laughing like, But 4 games before that, when my son had an off game, I took him once to see his friends play, because that's where his friends were. So I took him over there. Me and my daughter are walking away from the snack bar, and he's standing there looking at the field. And this is at halftime. I don't know what he was doing out there, but he was standing by the flagpole looking at the field. And we're walking this way, and he looks over and he sees me, and he turns around like this, and starts taking a few steps towards me. He's going like this, you know. I was walking the other way, I just started walking towards him, and he turned around. What a guy, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just leave it be?
Right.
It's funny.
Yeah, Frank, my cousin, was talking about his daughter's in softball, and he's got his son in softball. And, he says that the coaches, some of these coaches are just
When they don't like you.
they're going at it. He's like, it's almost kind of weird.
Yeah.
He says his first
Yes,
year his
real
daughter's
personal.
Yeah, he says one of these girls, he says they brought a team in from Hemet, came in and were playing, and these girls were like double the size of the kids that weren't even on the roster were showing up, and they're like way bigger than the other kids, and they're like people get crazy, man.
Well, I never had a problem with the guy, Joseph broke his leg on the freshman team, and then he came back, and he was still limping when he was trying out for the team and stuff like that. I was going out there watching all the practices. Up comes the coach in his golf cart. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. Yeah, I don't really want Joe on the team because, bless his heart and everything, he's got a lot of heart because he's out there running and he really can't run. And I can see he's kind of in pain. I go, well, he's trying to rehabilitate. He goes, yeah, I know. But tell him to sit this season out and we'll give him a look next season. And I said, well, don't you think he should rehabilitate on the team? He's going to get better. This is only April. And the season doesn't start until September. And he goes, well, I don't have enough jerseys and just graduate. I kind of like this coaching staff. And so I signed Joe up on that Pop Warner team. And Joseph took him to, Joseph was the quarterback and the featured quarterback on ESPN. 2011 in Orlando, Florida. So then I signed her back up to the team, right? And they got like, there's 3 rounds of cuts where they cut kids, you know, because they don't think they're going to make it. The first round they cut. Why would you cut kids? That was in Orlando, Florida, being the teacher's quarterback for the midget youth football team. Why did you do that? Because he said for him to sit out and play anyway. So I looked at it. Joe calls me up. He just, oh, I just want to play with my friends. You know, I can't blame him. He's a kid. I'm thinking, he's 15. I can't believe it. That's when I meet kids at school.
How long you guys been married?
Here?
3 years?
4 years this June.
I remember when they were, when you guys were 4, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 2011.
That's crazy, that goes quite fast.
How long, what are you celebrating this year? Marriage, your anniversary, how many years?
3 years, December 28th.
Yeah,
Like,
Where we go to, on our anniversary, we always go to Pancho Villa where they have the mariachis and stuff like that. And he says, anybody have a birthday? You know, it's like, anybody have an anniversary? You know, raise their hand, you know, and they come up, well, how long have you been married? You know, 2 years? 20? 2 years. 2 years? Everybody starts laughing. And then they start playing this song, which is really cool. That's really cool. You guys should come next time if you want to. You just yeah, I think that's a good place. I really like the fun. But we stay there like 2 hours, and the mariachis play right there, and everything like that. And
I used to do all that, way back when.
And the guy kind of walks around the restaurant and sings to you with the microphone, you know, stuff like that. And, I like it. I don't think the food is the greatest.
It's an atmosphere.
It's a nice atmosphere. They come and make fresh, you know, guacamole for you right there, and you know, stuff like that. Nice. You like it, huh, Martha?
It's nice.
They always sing us a song on our anniversary.
Yeah.
We should go find it. That's a good key up in there.
Good thing you have to safety strap now.
It's kind of weird. When you suck the water out, then you blew a bruise. So they just suck on the edge of the cut, but it doesn't. Oh man.
I mean, can you imagine being a coach that told you didn't want your kid on a football team, and even before we go there, you see them on Channel 7 News 3 days in a row, and they're interviewing them and stuff like that. Still, can you imagine that fool just sitting there?
It's like
football team. That makes them look bad. You know what I'm saying?
it's like Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan was cutting his football his basketball team and they did really good.
Yeah. Yes. So you look at that coach like he's a fool.
Walt Disney was fired from his job as a newspaper writer because they told him he lacked imagination.
Yeah. Albert Einstein was supposed to do nothing. Was considered a retard.
Well, the thing is that, you know,
ADD or whatever.
a lot of the stuff that, I listen to or read now, they're talking about
never relying on anybody else for where your position, where you want to position yourself. Right? You start to rely on other people, that other people make mistakes, right? So, I have a buddy who started a business, a painting business, and he started off real good because he hooked up with a couple of companies that were feeding him a lot of work. Right? And I kept telling him, I said, don't rely on that company to provide you the majority of your work. Right? Because as soon as that company stops feeding you work, that's it. There's your business. Right? So you got to develop ways to create your own work. Right? Do your own, set your own, position, if you will. And sure enough, that company stopped giving him work, and he had nowhere to turn. Right? So he built a business around somebody else's business. Right? And, same thing goes with these kids. Like, they're so concerned sometimes about what other people are thinking, knowing what they're capable of doing, right? And if they just focus on, they keep focusing on their abilities is just going to take them to the next level, right? And a lot of times, I heard this in school, coaching and playing are two different things, right? Coaching somebody is different than playing the game, right? And, in school, when I was going to school, a lot of the students would be like asking the teachers, why don't you work in the field anymore? Right? Why are you teaching? So they would kind of make fun of them and say, those who can't do, teach. Right? So, that's kind of sometimes the approach that you have to look at it and say, look, I'm the one playing the game. Right? This is your opinion. Right? That's your opinion of what you think, but I'm the one putting my all into it, right? So it's a different viewpoint from the coach's view and the player's view, right? So the coach is there to guide and lead, but it's really up to the athlete to make it happen.
Yeah, I think a real good athlete, what I usually do is I usually let them be the person that they are. And if there's anything that's tell them, like, this is the way I saw it. You cut into your right, you cut into your left, you're not picking up your knees high enough when you're coming through the line. And that's the reason why you're getting caught, or try this or try that. And next time you go one-on-one with somebody out there and he goes up the back and makes you spin out of tackle, don't put head up on it. Chances are good to get through. And then they take that and they actually do a better job than what they thought.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to let them
it's like anything, right? They need the guidance because you're also looking at it from a different perspective, right? They're looking at the big picture. They're looking at the play-by-play, right? So it's a little bit different, but it's kind of like even the concept is the same in every aspect of life, really. I mean, whether it's sports, our pastor is real big on sports and on football, so he uses a lot of football analogies. Just because it's what he knows, but it's kind of funny, but sometimes they make sense. But like for me, like even in business, right? I got so many people were telling me like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How do you think this is gonna work? And the guy I listened to, he says first they criticize you. No, first they call you names, then they call you for advice, right? So it's people always criticize you and critique you until you achieve something, and then all of a sudden their perspective changes. So, it's good. I mean, it teaches them discipline and it teaches them consistency and structure, right? A lot of times it's those character skills that you develop during the games and during that structure that help you later on in life as well.
There's that movie Facing the Giants.
Okay,
Everybody saw it.
did you see it?
About the police,
About what?
like, there's a police officer in it, and
You know.
It's a football movie, right?
It's a football, it's not a football, you know, it's a football team. And the football, it's really about the football coach. But the different analogies they use, you know, the different schemes, you know, and stuff like that. It's really heartfelt, man. It really touched me, a lot of the different types of scenes they use. There, but I have testimony before I forget to tell you. The kids were, some of my son's Christian friends, my son attends a Bible study class, you know, to study the Bible. And he said, they were saying we were losing 5 games in a row. And a lot of kids were saying that, you know, if we lose another one, a lot of the kids who are star players are just not going to play anymore. I took down my son's team up. They're going to the semifinals next week. Honest truth. Coach says, I think that we need to trade. I think anybody that doesn't want it can go over there, but everybody's got to come out here. You know, we're going to have prayers for the game, so we're out there, and I've never seen that before. All of a sudden, 5 games in a row. They beat Palm Springs, which all the newspapers picked them to get screening by. And they beat them. They not only beat them, they beat them up. And next week, and tomorrow night, they're in the semifinals. So I think they'll win and go to the final. All the newspapers and look at the text. Oakville's lose. Oakville's going to lose. 5 games in a row. 2 of them playoff games. And that's only because they were praying, you know. And I was telling them all, and they kind of thought they were all going to lose, you know. I was out there on the field, half hour before the game time. You know, you guys give 100%. Give 100%, make sure you pray. Give 100%, you got this one. I just kind of looked at them, you know, just walked away. And I had prayer with my son. For about 5 minutes out there, you know, I don't care who's watching, you know what I'm saying? Some people in the stands, they don't like it. And they won. They won small times. It wasn't close. They beat them 28-0 in the second quarter. Yeah, it?
Marco's telling Christmas.
Yeah, give me a visit. I'll be right there. Yeah, I think that's a testimony. I think that was good. If they did that, it wasn't even close. That team was injured when they walked away. We didn't have no injuries, no nothing. We put up. To keep a team like that has the most scoring yards in the league, the most rushing yards, we kept them to 8 yards. They didn't get 8 yards. Rushing, and it was the only yards they were getting was some passing, you know, and I think that's incredible. I think that's really incredible. I think
His senior year?
yeah. And he was out for 6 weeks with an injury, now he's back. Another thing that a lot of kids respected because he was on CNN, on ESPN, and now he's back. And nobody can fool him in the middle. They can't screen in the middle. They can't foul in the middle because he's too smart. That could be another reason that he's still sore. But yeah, we never prayed before I played. Never did. It was like you were saying. There's ways to coach kids, like you were saying that. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know, you know, what they can do or anything. The only thing you can do for them is like when we played Saddleback right before we went to Florida. We would have lost if we would just went home and they would have went to Florida. They went 11 years in a row. So inside, I thought there was a chance that we could beat them. Deep down inside, I thought we were going to. But it's like I go up to everyone and I'll talk to everyone and they're just standing in a line, 4 lines. You know how much I would give to go and meet you.
It's really,
I would give anything to be out there and see what you're doing right now. I'm trying to take them through things, but if I could just do it one more time, if I could be out there just one more time, if I could have this opportunity like you're getting just one more time, I would give anything. If I had anything I would sleep out on the street the next day. I just want the opportunity one more time. I'm just looking at me and I feel those kids, man, they go out there. You give them a little speech like that, you know,
I'll be right there.
they don't want to go home and sleep on the street.
oh, Michael, we're gonna take
And they
pictures.
know that this might be their last chance.
You look so nice.
It's worth more in the world for somebody to be there than what they're probably thinking is just.
You look so nice.
Well, hindsight's 20/20, right? I mean, you're, you don't realize what you had until you don't have that opportunity anymore, right? And a lot of times, you run through life with such a breeze